Weekend Edition.
Good morning, I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Sunday, February 3rd. A water supply emergency issued by Hazard City officials has homes and businesses, like car washes, cutting back in efforts to use less water. Workers tell me this is a problem they face often during winter weather, but for now, they just hope warmer temperatures become the quick fix. The effects of a water supply emergency spreads quite far. Let's say to your local car wash.
Well, it's bad, but what can you do?
In a water supply emergency, unnecessary water usage is a no-go, which is unfortunate for car washes on a weekend forecasted for nice weather.
Stand and wait and hope they can get the salt off the cars.
Mike North never wants to turn away a customer. He says they hear a few complaints, but most, like J.B. Jones, are understanding.
Yeah, it looked like they would see the gates locked. Of course, I saw it anyway, but I said, I'll wait and be the first one, but not today. Not today.
Winters of the past have prepared Water Gap Car Wash. North says he is no stranger to dealing with hazards, water line breaks, and frozen meters.
Last year was shut down for 20 some days, I think, and you know, it's just awful.
He just hopes warmer weather helps city workers distribute water to those who need it most.
Probably been 250 plus cars, so yeah, I say we missed out on 500 or better.
Until then, customers say it is up to Mother Nature.
No use to get excited. It may rain. Wash it off.
To keep their cars clean. City officials hope the issue will be resolved by Tuesday. Until then, we will continue to keep you updated on WYMT.com. And for several years, water line breaks have plagued the city of Ashland. City officials started on a water line replacement along South 29th Street last week. It is an area that had several breaks over the past few years. The project is expected to last through March. This spot in particular is near schools, which is why crews started working on the issue there. And an 8-car crash with 9 people shut down part of I64 near Moorhead for most of the day. Officials say fog and ice may have played a part in the crash. It happened around 6:30 yesterday morning. The crash involved several different vehicles, including tractor trailers and an ambulance. Crews say they have dealt with several crashes along I64 this week.
It's that time of year, and this stretch of interstate is the way that the weather has been, and the pavement's already cold, at least a little bit of moisture, and we have freezing road conditions.
Paramedics took 2 of the truck drivers to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. We're told everyone else walked away unharmed. The interstate is now back open. And now to some sad news this morning out of Virginia. State police are investigating a fatal crash in Wise County after a tree fell on a person's car while driving on Route 23. VSP reports the car ran off the highway and into a ditch after the tree fell on the car. Further investigation revealed the tree was being cut down at the time of the crash. Officers have not identified the victim as they are waiting to notify the driver's family, according to VSP. And now let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. Kelly?
It is another beautiful morning, a little bit more cloud cover than yesterday, but hey, it is on the warmer side. Even right now, 50 degrees in Hazard and Jackson. February 3rd, waking up to 50 degrees, not too much to complain about. However, check out Middlesboro is at a chilly 31 degrees. So a very large temperature spread across the mountains due to cloud cover versus no cloud cover out there, and some folks just in the mid 40s. But our visibility not too bad. We could see some patchy fog in those valley regions, especially if you're not seeing much cloud cover, but overall not much of an issue this morning, especially compared to yesterday morning. So for that travel forecast, just watch out for that patchy fog. I think most of us won't see any whatsoever, and a little bit more cloud cover this morning than this afternoon, but overall we are going to be dry and we are going to be warm with mostly sunny conditions. So for today's Twitter topics, an absolutely beautiful Sunday. If you liked yesterday, it's going to be even better today. Warm temps continue, but daily rain chances return, and I'll let you know when, coming up at about 8:12. Taylor.
Thank you, Kelly. A man in Pike County is looking for a kidney donor. He has O-type blood, which means he can only use a kidney from someone with the same type. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher sat down with him and his wife to learn more.
Since high school, William Sloan knew he had a kidney problem.
It's been a long struggle, but I'm thankful I'm still here.
After William was diagnosed with Berger's disease, his cousin donated his kidney in 2002. Since then, things took a turn for the worse.
Last year in April, his kidney failed, and he started back on dialysis.
His wife, Patty, says she was worried for her hard-working coal miner husband.
He was in and out of the hospital several times in 2018.
Now, William is in need of another kidney.
You can ask somebody to borrow a car or maybe even a home, but when you go there, you can't, I can't ask someone for a body part.
And they're faced with a problem.
He can only take O, but another blood type could use the O too.
However, through it all, he says he is glad to have a wife like Patty by his side.
And I'm just thankful to the Lord that he blessed me with a woman like he did.
Because he hopes to be able to play with his grandkids for years to come.
Pop, we hope that you get better real soon. Papa, we also want you to know we love you so much.
In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
If you would like to learn more about donating and how to do so, we have information on our website, WYMT.com. And health officials say they are investigating after vaccines administered in workplaces in Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio caused infections. The Kentucky Department of Public Health states the company that provided the vaccines is from a Mount Sterling-based location. Most vaccines were administered in central Kentucky after September 1st. The agency states the vaccines may have also been ineffective in preventing illness. Symptoms of the vaccines include redness, pain, swelling, and hard lumps where the shot was given. And the flu was upgraded to widespread across Tennessee. The Center for Disease Control states East Tennessee has a higher percentage of influenza-like illnesses compared to other regions in the state. Knoxville and Knox County report 11.8% of patients in clinics with the flu, the highest percentage in Tennessee. And yesterday afternoon, during a conference, Virginia Governor Ralph Northam said he is not stepping down. He faces backlash following a racist picture in a medical school yearbook. Northam says the picture is not of him. He did apologize for wearing a blackface as part of a costume in the 80s. Northam was elected governor in 2017. And we now know the funeral arrangements for a boy killed in a Pulaski County fire earlier this week. A visitation for Hunter Denny will be held after 4 on Wednesday at Morrison Hillslope Funeral Home. The funeral will be held at 11 on Thursday. Hunter will be buried in the McKinney Cemetery. The 12-year-old died Wednesday morning when his house caught fire. And here in Kentucky and all around the world, people are mourning the loss of the banjo man, Neil James. James died on Friday. A visitation will be held tomorrow at Lincoln County High School in the Stuart Underwood Auditorium from 5 to 9. A private funeral will be held on a later date. James was known as an Animal Planet star on the television show The Call of the Wild Man. And coming up on Mountain News this morning, a popular caffeine drink you may be drinking right now, brought to you by Renewable Energy. We have the details. And later in sports, Kentucky took a trip down to Gainesville to take on the Gators. See if they came out alive and with their winning streak intact.
We've got to enjoy this nice dry weather while we still can. I'll break down that full forecast coming up next.